In continuation of the last class, let's discuss some more question from the exercise 4. Now here we are having question number 12. This question was asked this time in the board exam. Now here we are having again combinations with the x, y and z variable with the one more term, that is p. These all combinations you have to turn as a 4-factor form. So let's start with its solution and try to understand what is the form available with us. So on left hand side we are having the determinant as x, y and z, x square, y square, z square, 1 plus p x cube, 1 plus p y cube, 1 plus p z cube. Now one property of determinant we have studied in the starting, that if two columns you are going to keep or two rows you are going to keep same, third column or third row is written with some additive or subtraction form, this can be made separate. So the same property we are going to implement here to the last column form. So the first two column we remain unaffected. This will remain as such. Now 1, 1, 1 you write first. Now again for the second determinant formation, these two columns will remain unchanged and the last column will occupy with the second position terms. So this is x, y, z as such, x square, y square, z square. This is p x cube, p y cube, p z cube. So this way, on implementing the property of the determinant, these two we make a separate. Now here these two determinant we are going to handle in such a way that somewhat common combinations you can proceed. Now here in this determinant we are going to make exchange of this position of second to third. So regarding this one we are having this property. Third and second column we are going to make exchange. Now here if you look at this formation, in first row x term is common, in second row y term is common and in third row z term is common. So regarding this determinant, in first row x is common, in second row y is common and in third row z is common. So here implement both the properties. Now when you are going for interchange of the position, as per the property one negative sign will produce. So this is x, y, z as such. This is occupied by the third column and this is by the second. We just try to maintain the order of the term. Now here this is x, y and z. Column wise we have taken common respectively. So this will be left with the 1. This is x and this is p x square. Here it will be 1, this is y and this is p y square. This will be again 1 z and p z square. Now further we are going to make a exchange of this column, means 1, 1, 1 you will shift towards the first position and this one at the second one. So here again you will implement the property as exchange of column 1 to second. Now here in this third column you can see p is a common term. So with respect to this determinant, in third column p is to be taken common. So the change you will see, here on exchange of these two, one more negative sign produced. So already one negative you are having, so negative will turn to positive. So this determinant form you will turn as a positive 1, 1, 1 x, y, z, x square, y square, z square. Now p you have taken common in the third column, so p, x, y and z. Here as such you will write the column element. Here you can see these two determinant having the same combination, so obviously it can be taken as a common one. So the remaining will be 1 plus p x, y and z, and this is a common determinant. As 1 1 we are having at the first column position, so if row wise you will make the subtraction, you will generate the required form. So here second row you will subtract from first, third row you will subtract from second, so you will generate somewhat required factor form. One bracket already we have produced. So the next property you will implement in the first row. From first row second row is to be subtract. We require change in second row, so third row you subtract from second. So this will be as such. One minus 1 0. This is x minus y, x square minus y square. Here you will turn a 0. Y minus z, y square minus z square. This will be 1 z and z square. Further, these two can be written as a factor form. This is 1 plus p x, y and z, 0 x minus y. This is x plus y, x minus y. This is 0 y minus z, y plus z, y minus z. This will be remain unaffected. Now here in your first row x minus y is a common factor. In second row y minus z is a common factor. In your first row x minus y is a common factor, and in second row y minus z is a common factor. So this is 1 plus p x, y and z, x minus y and y minus z taken as a common factor. Write the remaining. This is 1 x plus y, this is also 1 y plus z, this is z and z square. Now this column generate two zeros with 1. So with respect to this one, go for the expansion. 1 plus p x, y and z, x minus y, y minus z. With respect to this one, you will go for the expansion. So it is y plus z minus x plus y. This order you will follow everywhere. This is clear to all of you. Now make this bracketed term solve. Y plus z minus x minus y. This y will cut. So we are left with this combination. So this is the 4 factor you have produced, which is required on the right hand side. So this way, such type of combination you will handle, in which you can make a separation of the given determinant form. So easily you can handle the situation. Otherwise directly also it can be handled on subtraction of a row wise. Second row subtract to first one, third row subtract to the second one, and then go for the factorization. So that way also this situation can be handled. So there is no unique method to implement for a given determinant form. As per your knowledge you can implement the method, but theoretically it should be correct. Now next we are having question number 13, again in which somewhat odd combinations we are having, and final answer you have to turn as a product of the 3 factor 3 a plus b plus c and multiply with ab plus bc plus ac form. So let's start with the solution with the given determinant form. Three a minus b plus a minus c plus a plus b, 3b, c plus b, minus a plus c, minus b plus c and 3c. Here also we will try to generate any of the factor if possible directly. So here if you look at column wise or even the row wise, if second column you add to first one and third column also you add to the first one, you will generate the combination as a plus b plus c. This is 3a, so minus a minus a, it will give you a, b and c already available with a single combination. Same here also you will generate, same here also generate. So in order to that, we will make a addition of a second and third column to the first one. So this will give you a plus b plus c. Here minus b and 3b will give you b and the remainings with the linear combination. So a plus b plus c. Here also this minus c and this will be your 3c, means again c and a and b you will write as such. So the same combination you will generate everywhere. Now remaining you write as such, minus a plus b, that is 3b, minus c plus b, minus a plus c, minus b plus c and your 3c. Here in the first column, a plus b plus c is your common term. So in first column, this is to be taken outside the determinant. Take it common. This will be 1, 1 and 1. Minus a plus b, that is 3b, minus c plus b, minus a plus c, minus b plus c and your 3c. Now here, as 1, 1 we have generated in the first column. So 2 zeros we will try to generate here and then go for the solution. So in order to that, again as a same normally we do, second column subtracted to the second row subtract to the first and third row subtract to the first. So property implement is in your first row we want a change. So second row subtract from that. In second row we want a change, so third row go for the subtraction. So just look at the change what we are having here. A plus b plus c. Now 1 minus 1 0 it will give. On making here subtraction, this will give you minus a and minus 2b. Here also go for the subtraction. So obviously your CC will cut and you will left with minus a plus b. Here you go for the subtraction. This will give you 0. Here this will give you 2b plus c. Here on subtraction this will give you minus b and minus 2c. Last row will remain unaffected. Now with respect to this one, go for the expansion. So this way it is to be performed. With respect to 1, first these two are going for multiplication. Minus in between. remaining two combinations. Now these two brackets are to be multiplied, these two brackets are to be multiplied. This will be your AB, this will be your plus 2AC, this is your 2B square plus 4BC. Make these two brackets multiply, that is minus 2AB minus AC plus 2B square plus BC. Now each term you multiply with the negative sign. So this will be A plus B plus C. AB, here none of the term is going for combining, so as such all are to be copied. This is your plus 2AB plus AC minus 2B square minus BC. Here your 2B square cut. Combine the remaining combinations. Here AB and 2AB will be added. Will give you 3AB. 2AC and this AC will add. That will give you 3AC. This 4BC subtract by 1BC, so that will also give you 3 of BC. From this whole combination, 3 we can take common. So this is AB, BC, write in a cyclic order. So this is the required form on the right hand side. This is also one of the important question from examination point of view, because this is a different combinations we are having in a question. Now here in question number 14 also we are having somewhat a different combination. One illustration is also available with the same category. So try to understand how to make it solve. So here the whole determinant you have to turn as a one value. So you look at the combinations in which first column containing one term only, second is containing two, and third one is containing three terms. If you look at the respective coefficients of P and Q at second and third position, you will find the constants are same. Okay, so let's try to make it quite easy to handle the situation. Your question is available is 1, 2, 3, 1 plus P, 3 plus 2P, 6 plus 3P, now here we try to make cancellation of the second term and here this third term. So in order to that, the first column if you multiply by P and subtract from the second, this will be cut. If first column you multiply by Q and subtract from the third column, this third term will be cancelled. So these two property you will implement here. So in second column, you just multiply the first column by P and make it subtract. So this P, 2P and 3P will cut. In third column, we multiply this first column by Q and make it subtract from third. So on implementing this property, the term you will left as 1, 2, 3. This is 1, 3, 6, 1 plus P. If you are not sure, you can write in between one step. Otherwise, it is not necessary to write. So this last term will cut here. This last term will cut here. Next to that, if you look at the column 2 positions and the coefficients of P over here, both are giving you the same number. So here again the same type of a property you will implement, that your second column multiply by p and subtract to the third one. So next to that, again in the third column we required a change, multiplying the second column by p and subtract to the third one. So on implementing the same property, you will have is 1, 2, 3. This also will remain unchanged. Here this p, 3p and 6p all will cut on multiplying this one by p and subtract over here. So further you will left with the constants only. Now again 1, 1, 1 you have produced on the first row. So column wise you perform the subtraction. 2 zeros you can generate easily and then go for solution of the remaining combination. So in order to that, in second column we make subtraction by first. In third column make subtraction by second. So here your first column will remain unaffected. 1 minus 1 0, 3 minus 2 1, 6 minus 3 3. Second order subtract to the third one. The second column subtract to the third one. 4 minus 3, that is again 1. This is 4. Now 2 you have generated the first row. So with respect to this one, go for the expansion, that is 4 and 3. 4 minus 3 remaining are zeros. So this way we will generate 1 over here, which is required on the right hand side. So just try to understand what the combinations available with the determinant and try to make it sort it out as easy as possible. So in next class we will discuss somewhat remaining question of the chapter 4. Thank you.